Hi friends, I'm Dr. Itishri Gupta, consultant plastic surgeon at Divine Cosmetic Surgery Center, Delhi. Hope you're all doing good today. So today I'm going to talk about a very important topic which regarding chemical peels. What are the precautions that you need to take after a chemical peel procedure? So just as important for the success of the chemical peel procedure are the precautions that you need to take after the procedure, right? So we are doing the procedure bit. You need to do your bit by following the precautions carefully. So one thing, the precautions are all very simple. It's just that you need to form a good skincare routine, which I'm sure most of you already follow. Considering you're getting this procedure done, I'm sure you're very concerned about your skin, right? One thing that needs to be done is you need to keep your skin moisturized at all times. So there are a lot of people who say we have oily skin, so we don't use moisturizer. No, that's a very wrong habit. You can use maybe a light moisturizer, a gel-based moisturizer, but you need to keep your skin moisturized. Also, after a chemical peel, the skin does feel a little dry and dehydrated. So you need to make sure that the hydration of the skin is maintained. If you have an oily skin, you can use a gel-based moisturizer, as I said. And if you have a dry skin, that you can use a more oily moisturizer, a little more cream-based. Right? So this is one thing that maybe every 2 to 3 hours, you need to reapply moisturizer if you feel that your skin is getting dry. And you need to be very particular about it, especially after you wash your face. You need to apply moisturizer right away. Don't let it dry off or, just feel like it's getting stretched. So every time you feel like your skin is getting stretched, that's a very bad sign. You need to moisturize. The other thing that you need to be very particular about is sun protection. Your sunscreens. You have to very religiously apply your sunscreens, whether you're staying at home or you're going out either to work or outside. So before that, you need to avoid sun exposure as long as possible for at least a week after chemical peels. Because what happens is when we do a chemical peel, we are removing the outer layer of your skin and we are helping it regenerate and form new cells. So this actively regenerating skin, we don't want it to get sun exposed and cause more pigmentation or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So this is one thing which we advise you to be very careful about. Avoid sun exposure. If at all you have to go out, avoid it in the first few days after a peel and at least 1 week after the peel. Even after that, when you go out in the sun, wear a wide brimmed hat and try to cover your face. Don't have any direct sun exposure on you. Also, anytime you get out, 30 minutes before that, you need to apply a proper sunscreen, preferably of an SPF above 50, and which protects you against both UVA and UVB rays. Also, the sunscreen needs to be reapplied every 2 to 3 hours. So there are people who think that, okay, now we've applied our sunscreen in the beginning of the day and we're all done. No, you need to reapply it. And every time, suppose you sweat too much or maybe you end up wiping it off, you need to reapply your sunscreen. Also, with a sunscreen, suppose you're sitting indoors. Indoors also you need to apply your sunscreen. So these are the things that you need to be careful about. And apart from these, you need to avoid any sort of makeup for 1 or 2 days so that you can let your skin breathe just after the treatment. The fourth precaution that you need to take is avoid any sort of beauty salon treatments, any sort of threading or waxing or any sort of those kind of, facial treatments on the face right after a chemical peel procedure. So we would advise you to wait for at least 2 weeks before any sort of procedure. But if you want to get anything done, do consult with us and only then do it. Because your skin is very sensitive right after a chemical peel. And you don't want all of these things to affect you, and you should be careful about that. So if you plan to do all of these procedures, like if you want to get a threading done, plan it before your peel procedure. Finish off with it and then get your chemical peel done. So these are the precautions that will ensure that you have a good result and you have a good post-peel, duration. So that's it for now. And if you have any questions or any further clarifications that you would want on this, you can comment on our comment section or contact us directly. We'll answer all of your questions and you can come in for a consult also. We'll help you out with all of your doubts. Thank you so much for watching our video. Do like and subscribe our channel and stay tuned in for more such videos on chemical peels and other topics related to aesthetic surgery. Thank you.